Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fine. Let us start with the next part, that is part 3 of lesson number 8, Civil Disobedience Movement, on page number 37. Today we are going to start with the topic of sacrifice of Babu Gini. Now, in Mumbai, there was an agitation against foreign goods. In Mumbai, there was an agitation. Agitation means not uh, to have a strike or not to consume the foreign goods. Okay, the vehicle transporting foreign goods were obstructed. Now the vehicle which was coming, in that vehicle the foreign goods were there, it was obstructed. Okay, Babu Guni said a mill worker from Mumbai was in the forefront of this movement, and Babu Gini was a person who was taking the part in this movement, and he was the leader of this movement. Okay, a truck carrying foreign goods safeguarded by the police. There was a truck which was carrying foreign goods and it was safeguarded by the police, came in front of Babu Gini. To stop the truck, he lay down on the road, and in that truck there were foreign goods. So to stop this truck, who was standing in front of that truck? Babu Gini, and he was trying to stop that truck, but the truck was not stopping, so he had lied down in the front of the truck. Police threatened him, but he did not move from his place. Now, when Babu Gini lied in front of the truck, at that time police has threatened him, but he did not move from that place, and finally he was crushed. And finally what happened? The truck went from his body. Babu Gini gained martyrdom. Now Babu Gini was gained what? He was died. Okay, this, come to page number 38. This sacrifice of Babu Gini gave inspiration to the national movement, and Babu Gini has sacrificed his life, and he was an inspiration for the national movement. Now the next topic for this is Round Table Conference. In the opinion of British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald, while the civil disobedience movement was going on, the British Prime Minister named as Ramsay MacDonald, what he did for discussing the constitutional issues regarding India should be thoughtful over. For this purpose, he organized a conference at London. The Prime Minister of British, he had organized what? He has organized a conference at London. This conference is known as Round Table Conference. The conference which he has organized, it was known as Round Table Conference. In the period between 1930 to 1932, in the period of between 1930 to 1932, there were 3 roundtable conferences which was organized by Ramsay MacDonald. Now let us see the first roundtable conference. Ramsay MacDonald was the chairman of the roundtable conference. Now this conference, the chairman, he was the British Prime Minister, was the chairman of this roundtable conference. Representatives of England and India participated in this conference. Now representatives from the England also and the India also, they have participated in this conference. This include Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Sir Tej Bahadur Sapru, Barrister Jinnah, etc. Now in this conference, there were many leaders who had participated, and who were they? Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Sir Tej Bahadur Sapru, Barrister Jinnah. They had all of these leaders had taken part in this conference. In the conference, there were discussion on various topics. Now in this conference, they were going to discuss the various topics such as responsible government at central level. They were going to discuss on this issue. Then establishment of federal state in India, they were going to discuss this also, etc. Representative of different political parties in India and rulers of princely state participated in the conference. All the ruling parties and representatives of princely state also had participated in this conference. However, the Indian National Congress did not participate in it. Now, Indian National Congress did not participate in it. The Indian National Congress was a body that represented the country. Now, in India at that time, Indian National Congress was the body who was responsible for the and who was representing the country. Without its participation, the deliberation in roundtable conference were indeed meaningless, as they had not participated. The first roundtable conference was what? Meaningless. Okay. Now let us see Gandhi Irwin Pact. The British Prime Minister expressed his hope of participation of Indian National Congress in second roundtable conference. Now, when the first roundtable conference, the Indian National Congress did not participate in, it became meaningless. So, the British Prime Minister expressed, he expressed his hope that India will participate, the Indian National Congress will participate in second roundtable conference. In the view of the appeal made by the Prime Minister, the Viceroy released Mahatma Gandhi and other leaders from the prison. Now, at that time, Mahatma Gandhi and other leaders were there in the prison. So, what they decided to attend, India should attend the second roundtable conference. The persons who were there in the prison, they were what? They were left. Okay, and Mahatma Gandhi was there in the prison, so he was what? Imprisoned. Okay. Thus, a conducive atmosphere was created for Congress to discuss the issue freely. So, a conducive atmosphere was made to discuss the issues freely. A pact was signed between Mahatma Gandhi and Viceroy Irving, which is known as Gandhi-Irving Pact. So, there was a sign on the documents, and that piece of document was known as what? Gandhi-Irving Pact. Okay. According to this pact, the British government assured that the system of responsible government would be added in the proposed constitution of India. Now, in that Gandhi-Irving Pact, what was written? It was written that the British government was giving assurance that in India there would be what? There would be responsible government, and we will write that in Constitution book. Consequently, Indian National Congress withdrew the civil disobedience movement and agreed to attend second roundtable conference. Now, when this Gandhi-Irving Pact was signed, at that time, Indian National Congress withdrew. They had withdrawn the civil disobedience movement, and they agreed what? They agreed to attend the second roundtable conference. Let us see what happened in second roundtable conference. In 1931, the second roundtable conference was organized. In 1931, second roundtable was conference. Mahatma Gandhi attended this conference as a representative of Indian National Congress. Now, Mahatma Gandhi has attended this second roundtable conference as an Indian representative. Along with the Indian National Congress, representative of various castes and communities, political parties, as well as princely states were invited. Now, along with this Indian National Congress, many other leaders from political parties, princely state, from different various castes and communities, they were also invited. Okay. The government put forth the issue of minorities in the roundtable conference. The British government first put the issues of minorities in roundtable conference. There were difference regarding these issues, and there was lot of difference regarding these issues, and also regarding the nature of prospective federal constitution. And they had made the second issue was what? The difference regarding the issues and also regarding the nature of prospective federal constitution. Okay. Gandhiji tried to bring unanimity in the opinion but was unsuccessful. Unanimity means equality. He was trying to bring equality in the opinion, but he was what? Unsuccessful. Who? Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. Finally, Gandhiji became disappointed and returned back to India. So, because when Gandhiji put forth all the ideas, he was trying to bring the equality among the peoples, but it was what? It was not fulfilled. So Gandhiji was disappointed and he came back to India. Okay. Now, Pune Pact. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar represented the Dalits in roundtable conference. When there was roundtable conference, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, he had put Dalits. Okay. So he demanded separate electorates for Dalits. He had demanded that we want separate electorates for Dalits. After the second roundtable conference, the British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald declared communal awards. Now, after roundtable conference, second roundtable conference, the British government, the British Prime Minister, he declared communal awards. According to it, Dalits were given separate electorates. Now, according to it, the communal awards, according to it, the separate electorates were given for the Dalit. Gandhiji went on fast unto the death at Yarawada jail, protesting against the granting of separate electorate on the basis of caste. Now, Gandhiji was what? He went for a fast until death. Okay. What he said, that he was against the granting of separate electorate on the basis of caste. Who? Gandhiji. Okay. The leaders of Indian National Congress requested Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar to reconsider the demand for separate electorate. Now, leaders from Indian National Congress, they also requested Babasaheb Ambedkar to reconsider the demand of separate electorates. Keeping in mind the interest of the nation, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar was ready to accept this request, and Dr. Babasaheb was also ready to request and to accept this request. He was ready. Okay. In 1932, Mahatma Gandhi and Babasaheb Ambedkar signed the famous Pune Pact, and Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar and Gandhiji had signed one pact, and that pact is known as what? Pune Pact. And what was there in that pact? Let us see. According to this pact, separate electorates for Dalit was cancelled and a provision for reserved seats were made. So in that Pune Pact, what it was that separate electorate for Dalits was cancelled and the provision for reserved seats were made. Okay. Now, third roundtable conference. In November 1932, the third roundtable conference was organized in England. Now again the third 1932. In 1931, second roundtable conference, and in 1932 the third roundtable conference was organized, and it was organized in England. The Indian National Congress boycotted the conference. The Indian National Congress, what they did? They had boycotted the conference. Thus, this conference proved to be futile. Now, this conference was what? Futile. If futile means meaningless. Second phase of civil disobedience movement. Gandhiji. So, futile means meaningless. Let us see the next topic, that is second phase of civil disobedience movement. Gandhiji returned to India from second roundtable conference with dejected mind. As what was the effects of second phase roundtable conference? Gandhiji returned to India, we had seen in second roundtable conference, with a dejected mind. He was not happy. Okay, he decided to restart the civil disobedience movement. Again, what Gandhiji started? Gandhiji thought that I will restart the civil disobedience movement. Gandhiji was immediately arrested. As he started the civil disobedience movement, he was immediately again arrested. Hence, there was discontent among the people, and before, as Gandhiji was arrested, there was what? Discontent among the people. Government responded to this movement by using inhuman, oppressive methods. Now, as Gandhiji was immediately arrested, the people was discontent and they came into anger, and the government responded this movement by using inhuman, oppressive methods. Okay, there was strangling of civil rights everywhere. Now, what government started? They started strangling of civil rights everywhere. The Indian National Congress and its associate institution were declared illegal. Now, the Indian National Congress and the associated institution who were connected with Indian National Congress, they were declared what? Illegal. Restrictions were leveled on national newspaper and literature. There was restriction put forth on the newspapers because the news were put forth. So the newspapers, national newspapers and literature was what? They were leveled. Level means stopped. Okay. Finally, in April 1934, Gandhiji withdrew the movement and the historic phase of civil disobedience movement came to an end. Finally, in April 1934, Gandhiji withdrew the movement. Again, Gandhiji stopped this movement and the historical phase of civil disobedience movement came to an end. The historical movement of civil disobedience movement came to an end. I hope you all have understood this lesson. I request you all again to read the lesson and listen the video twice or thrice. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.